everyone. I am loud. I am obnoxious. I am fucking... I shouldn't have cursed immediately. Shoot. I'm Beef. Welcome back to Beef Reacts, and this is my cohort, Ryan.
Cohort. Yep.
Oh fuck, we're supposed to look that up. One second. 1 second. Ryan, fill the dead space.
From our previous video, we just remembered that we had to look something up after the last recording, so we are doing this now. On the fly.
Keep filling it. Keep filling it. I need more.
I had a funeral recently.
Okay, talk. Keep fucking talking.
Oh, not that many people there, just close family.
God damn it.
He hasn't found it yet.
I need you to keep speaking. I thought I did, and then I didn't, okay?
We got videos coming out. We got good bits coming out, good clips.
Yep, me watching my own content. There it is. There
yes.
We go.
We're not sure if they're shorts yet, but they're definitely good long-term videos.
You little hooah. But all this over some dead hooah. Hey, she was a hooah.
Mom is a hooah.
Hooah.
She was a hooah.
The women say it with the more of a ah. The guys would go her. Hooah.
She was a little hooah.
Hooah.
I love the way he says it. It's so fucking silly.
I can't even tell if that's a real thing.
It's like a New York accent. I think it's like Bronx-ish.
Wow.
Dude, it's so... Come here, little hooah. It's a good bit.
It is. If someone said that to someone I knew, I think I'd be like, yeah, is that even an insult? It just sounds funny. You a funny sounding fella.
Oh, it wasn't funny when he beat the whore to death, though. That was sad.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little different thing.
That was sad. That was a very sad episode. It made me cry a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been getting... I'll keep it a buck. I've been getting emotional lately.
It's good.
I get a lot of it's rage, you know?
Yeah, wear it like a badge of honor.
I wear it. I wear it out. I let people know. I'm an emotional guy. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not sad by it.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
I mean, there's a couple things to be
If
ashamed
it's over the top, then yeah. But I mean, everyone's got to let it out.
Yeah, as a man, if I'm going to be ashamed, you know, I'm going to be ashamed.
Yeah,
but
if you're going to cry because you, forgot something at home leaving to work, it's a little soft.
Yeah. It's one of those things of, if you don't have a reason to cry, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, if there's absolutely nothing left to do, then I think a gangster tear is justified.
Yeah, no, I get that. Because here's the thing. You can cry if you leave something at home, if it's not about leaving something at home. All right? If it's not you feeling sorry for yourself, because I don't know about you, Ryan, but I have this thing where I hate pity. I think pity is the fucking... I don't like being pitied. Don't pity me.
Yeah,
I'm a man of great fucking pride.
Yeah, I think pity is just there's no other way to say it nicely. I just think it's you being soft if you take pity over pride.
Cause it's one of those things of don't ever feel sorry for me.
Yeah. Don't
feel sorry for me. I'm first and foremost, I'm a man.
Yeah, the only time you can tell me that is when something tragic happens and you're just being nice, saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you." It's that's fine, but just don't mean it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't mean it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, and a lot of people could look at this and be like, "Oh, that's toxic masculinity." I don't believe it is.
Nah.
I believe that it'd be more toxic for me to cry and ask people for pity.
Yeah.
I think that's lame as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think it's toxic if you bottle up shit that's important for you and then, let that fester and grow and whatever.
Yeah.
If you're going to cry, just make sure you're crying about something that makes sense to cry about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. I cry about my dad's death all the time. It's a tough situation.
It's probably one of the very few things that you shouldn't feel bad about.
I don't feel bad about it at all, actually. I make jokes about it.
Yeah.
I then have that wallowing grief of holding him as he was dying.
Yeah.
Then that hurts a little bit.
Yeah, so I think to balance the scales, you've probably done a lot of crying to be able to joke. If people were to probably say you're fucked up for joking all the time, just know there's probably gallons of tears behind those jokes.
Oh yeah, there are nights where I am I unbecome myself, or whatever the phrase is.
Yeah.
It's tough. Dude, we start so depressed every time.
It's not even intentional. Maybe we're just depressing people, I guess.
Nah,
we're not. The weird part is, in public or just with other guys and friends, we're just not like this at all.
We're just a couple of
It's
goofballs.
just for some reason just always goes in this direction.
I don't know what it is about us. I think it's because to us there's a level of humor in selling this to people that have to watch it to get to what they want.
Yeah,
To me, that's just funny.
Yeah, also definitely, we have like similar, I think, just experiences like that. it's just like natural.
It's just we've gone through the ringer together, apart. It's a good time.
Yeah.
So last time we had FRIEREN say "kill yourself," and we're both turned on by it. Not just me. We were both turned on.
Yeah,
I saw the chub.
it was there.
At least he admits it. You can't
Yeah.
see mine, but you can fact check his. So people are gonna see that.
Me just fixing myself there.
No.
I was gonna say because I'm just wearing jeans.
No. People are gonna see that erection you had.
Oh well, whatever. Can't hide that.
There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. So anyway, that's the second clap.
Yeah.
That's never been done before. Anyway,
Unseen.
so there we are. We're watching FRIEREN. We're having a good moment. We're vibing. And now it's like, what do we do next? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, we see where our heroes go after just completely annihilating those demons.
It was kind of hot though.
Mm-hmm. It really was. Star kind of almost through.
Yeah, but he didn't though.
Almost, yeah. She slept on it and then came back.
She's bored. I like how her eyebrows show through her hair. Same with FRIEREN's for some reason.
Mistress FRIEREN,
What's up?
You took your time.
Sorry?
You could have killed them so easily.
He's quite literally preying on our enemy's downfall. Nah, that's for the lost.
She's pouring one out for the homie. I was gonna pause it, but there's no reason.
Yeah. Like, Mistress FRIEREN, what did you do?
I don't believe what I see. I thought this day would never come.
Hurry along.
Stop there. Don't flee on my behalf.
Ah, god damn it.
Good news. The old softy said he would pardon you.
Fuck 12.
Aw, that wasn't his son's body. No.
It was.
Oh,
It
God.
very much was.
Damn, dude.
I thought you noticed it earlier, but yeah,
Nah,
I was hoping you caught it.
Of the hundreds that are there, he just walks up to the one. That is tragic, dude.
That is tough, right? Now, I'll say it straight up. I still would love for FRIEREN. Just, she's like, we gotta go. She's like, oh, he pardoned you. She's like, fuck 12.
Are we out of here?
FRIEREN quite literally starts playing for herself. 11, 13. I don't fuck with 12 and they don't fuck with me.
It must have been a fierce battle. But none of them are seriously damaged. I thank you for treating the long-fallen heroes of the Northern Lands with such immense respect.
I used to cast flashy and destructive spells, but Himmel would always throw a fit.
The man had every right to. We should all respect the dead. I'd be angry too.
for all I've learned about your nature, Mr. Himmel trained you well.
You mustn't say it like that.
Wow. Himmel trained her.
Trained!
What a dog.
Rough. I do think that's cute though, how like he genuinely was upset about like the bodies of like the fallen being used in a way that would have been against their wishes. And then was like, don't destroy this, like this means a lot to a lot of people. And she was like, oh yeah, I should be considerate. Like, it's so cute to me how fucking like, not considerate, but like how it just, it works in the way that it does.
Yeah.
I do suppose you have a point. This is a perfectly normal reaction.
What do you mean by that?
Fireworks for the dead
Just
of the
talking
demons.
to myself. Fern, Stark, good work besting Lugnier and his lackey. I'm proud.
I need.
Why are you calling it his lackey?
I'm gonna say something incredibly degenerate.
Hmm.
And I just want that to be known. I'm aware of that.
Because the way she smiled and looked or something?
No, I want you to understand something. And I need you not to judge me for this. Promise me on the onset you won't judge me.
I won't. You're just setting the bar very low for you.
I need to. I want a 10-minute POV praise video
To myself,
of her speaking.
Stark,
Of her talking to me like
good
this.
work besting Lugnair and his lackey. I'm proud.
Could you imagine?
That would be funny.
Could you imagine just her just being like, I'm proud of you today. I'm really happy that you got out of bed. I'm happy you showered.
See that you see proper balance. I can escort our heroes
I'm
from
sure I could do an AI. Her voice is seems easy.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, the worst part is, I think there's gonna be a good amount of people that think I'm like incredibly serious of being a degenerate about this shit, but like the second the camera's off, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, they just close the video after you say that and just go right into the comments.
Yeah.
FRIEREN. I've never been so grateful as I am to you today.
Thanks.
Not even about getting rid of the Demon King.
No.
Quite a hard feat.
You gave me my son back.
FRIEREN, for all that you've done for our city, I vowed to repay you in any way I could.
I like the way he's wearing his coat.
You requested one thing.
How do you wear a coat like that?
Flamma's grimoire detailing the defense.
I think the shoulder pads are just doing a lot for him.
That's been passed down my family tree for generations on end. Before it's too late to take back your request, you should know this grimoire.
I know, it's fake.
That's correct. Though it does describe a type of barrier. It's nothing like the one that protects our walls. That spell is passed by tongue.
So my thought process, I think, is that all these fake grimoires aren't actually fake. They're just written in like a secret language or a secret thing that only like FRIEREN understands.
Yeah, that would make sense. Where like it's got like one thing changed and she's like,
She's like, cause she has an intuitive like understanding of magic.
Yeah.
So like maybe this is something that Flamma left for FRIEREN to start finding. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool ass reveal.
That would be.
I'd be down for that. I genuinely don't know, by the way. I don't
Yeah,
want you to think this is one of those things of like I'm hinting.
Yeah. I mean, they seem so common that there's fake ones around. So like there has to be some type of connection for at least some of them. You would think.
Yeah, I would hope so. Now, I really want a coat like that though. Not the shoulder pads, but like one where it's like I just wear it on my shoulders and like for some reason it doesn't fall off. I just think that looks sick.
They gotta have that like tied around them or something. There's no way it just sits there that perfectly too.
Like, how does it just stay on your shoulders like that? That's what I don't get.
I would think maybe they got a little thing tied around their neck, but like I don't know.
Do you use your arms, or do you not use your arms?
I wish I knew, because there's no way he's just standing there with his arms like that. That
I
just
want-
looks bitchy.
I want a cool fucking coat, Ryan. I deserve it. I want it, and I should get it.
I am well aware of that, my lord. It's just for a hobby of mine.
I see. Whatever the case, there's no reason to be so formal with me. Through your eyes, I must look like a babe, fresh out of the cradle.
I've known better than to test nobility since my departure to defeat the Demon King.
That sounds right. Master Heiter mentioned the capital. How disrespecting nobility there is punishable by death.
Himmel and Eisen nearly lost their heads for daring to speak so casually to His Majesty. Takes me back. Proud
Fuck him.
Himmel whimpering like a kitten.
Execution sounds like overkill, don't you think?
And watch your tone with me. The way that you've spoken thus far is a serious offense.
Sorry, old-timer. You better kiss your fancy chair goodbye. Wow, I'm glad you aren't like those barbaric Central Landers, my lord.
God, fuck.
You've gotta be kidding me!
So is this shoulder getting tended to?
Thank you.
What?
Is this shoulder getting tended to? It just looks
Don't worry,
open.
kid.
It's just
I
open.
only said that so you wouldn't waste valuable time saving me. I won't chop your head off or throw you in jail for forgetting your sirs and ma'ams. So relax, adventurers.
This time.
Much appreciated.
Going forward, if you forget,
Say
dead.
thank you. You're the one who... He's petrified.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they're just lifting him like that. That's pretty funny.
Naturally, I told the townsfolk of Ara's defeat.
Thanks.
Of course, they all want a chance to honor their heroes. I do hope you'll linger a while.
We got shit to do.
Casually carrying him like that.
Oh, still just okay. I'd feel emasculated.
Yeah, he's awake during this.
Yeah,
That's a big ass burger.
delicious even. Oh, this is gonna be great when it gets copyright claimed.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen. Well, I apologize, everyone, for immediately having to quiet this, but that's not on me.
We could just sing over it loudly so it doesn't even, like, pick up properly. No, I'll take it to the candy shop.
I'll let you lick my lollipop.
Almost.
What is it?
I'll let you lick the lollipop.
Well, what's the lollipop as opposed to my lollipop?
Well, the lollipop, it's not his, it's the. It's got its own. It's got its own being.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel bad because this is a really good song.
Yeah. But it's unfortunate that they won't be able to hear it. They'll just hear us talking over it.
Yeah.
Thinking that they're playing Candy Shop.
Or think that we're shitting on it when we really aren't. Like, this song is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Is this Adele singing?
You know, it could be. You never know. It isn't, probably.
It 100% isn't, but like...
Be hilarious.
Leaving so soon.
It's been 3 days.
It's been 2 years.
Please, allow me to see you to the gates.
You could see this.
FRIEREN,
And this.
I hear you're
That'd be
traveling
fucked up.
again.
Yeah, but-
As far north as you can get. You should know. Conditions on the northern plateau right now won't make for easy passage. Travel is heavily restricted. Even the most experienced adventurers must be accompanied by a first-class mage.
Then we'll be fine. Clearly, Mistress FRIEREN qualifies.
What do you mean, first class mage?
Very funny. You must know. It's a certification awarded by the Continental Magic Association.
A certification?
I got mine right before we left the Holy Capital. See? This declares me a certified third-class mage.
Come to think of it, I do remember you having some business. This is what your generation certificates look like?
Mistress FRIEREN, please don't tell me you're an unlicensed underground mage.
You make it sound like I'm some back alley doctor.
Oh.
The organizations that regulate mages are constantly changing. I can't obtain a new certification every time they bat an eye. I imagine the usefulness of this holy emblem has expired.
That would sell as an antique.
I love it. Dude, I love the fuck, like, here's the thing. Like, I meme a lot for, like, being, like, dumb libertarian type shit.
Yeah.
Because I like the meme of it. Of her just being libertarian, but that is the most fucking libertarian thing I've ever heard. being like, you guys change organizations every at the blink of the eye. Why would I get recertified?
Yeah.
I quite literally, like, for me, I'd be like, I wrote the book of how to defend against Zoltrak. Like, I'm the one who did that.
Yeah, shouldn't my face and name be known throughout the world?
Yeah, why the fuck would I need to be certified when I already know I know more than you?
Yeah.
I know more than the person certifying me.
What are they gonna do? Unmage me?
Yeah, this is what I mean by she's the hottest libertarian. Queen. Tradcath all the way. Hates
I know
demons.
about the Continental Magic Association. They've been around for over half a century at the very least.
Exactly, no time at all. It's a hassle when they change their standards of conduct so frequently.
In any case, we need to solve this problem if we want to continue.
Me with pulling permits.
I don't know the name of the exact town, but if I remember correctly...
Yes, we're getting a training arc soon.
Nice.
You will. Dude, she looks snug as a fucking bug right now.
Yeah.
Hey, it's snowing.
It is almost winter.
An incredibly bitter season around these parts. Make light of it and you're dead.
Will it really be that dangerous?
So you aren't aware? In the war against the Demon King, it wasn't the enemy that took the most lives, but the winters of the northern lands.
Dude, could you imagine having a cute girlfriend with war stories? Damn.
Oh, goody. Seems we're next.
I like her scarf. It's cute.
Yeah.
What now?
Bro passed out. And her first thought, what now? Damn.
We're lost. And worse still, we're lost before...
Wait. 28 years after the death of Himmel the hero in the Deck region located in the northern
Entering
lands.
the Schwer Mountains. How pitiful.
Mr. Stark, you need to wake up. Sleeping will kill you.
I'm good.
You really expect me to believe the Jumbo Berry special has always been this small?
We have bigger issues than that. What should we do?
Shut the fuck up.
The strength of the wind takes any sort of magical transportation out of the question.
Eat
He'd be
him.
blown across the sky.
Then I suppose
Unless
we'll
that's
have to
the
carry
direction we
him.
want to go. Oh, it's against the wind.
Goodness. He's a lot heavier than I thought he would be.
Damn,
You're
Fern.
so nice.
Fern's got that babushka.
Not quite yet. There should be an emergency shelter at the foot of the mountains.
And you know this from 80 years ago? Are you sure it'll still be there?
Well, if it isn't, we'll die, so.
Yeah, so I mean, take that gamble.
Excellent. It looks to me like it's being maintained quite regularly.
Thank Christ.
I needed this.
Somebody must have gotten here before us. We don't know if they're friend or foe.
He's jerking off!
Right, who cares? I'd take either over freezing to death.
Oh no, he's just doing squats. Not well, by the way.
Not an elf.
Heating up. I'm warmer already.
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
Pardon the intrusion.
Damn it. Yes!
Not a chance. We need to keep looking around. We cannot stay here.
Huh? Why not?
Because there's a pervert inside.
Pervert, you say? That's not nice.
How would you even know?
Come on, Mistress FRIEREN. Let's go.
Him and his sexy body won't tempt us.
Are you an elf?
What gave it away? My pointy ears?
It's been about 300 years since I've met another of my kind. I thought the last of the elves had already died out.
I thought so too.
Thank you, miss. I appreciate the fire.
Sure.
I'm lucky that it was you mages who knocked at the door. The goddess must have led you straight to me. I made it through the Schwer Mountains, but as you'd expect, this blizzard put out my coals. The hut
This
was
is
a
my
great
vow
find,
of
but
chastity.
freezing nonetheless. I was doing squats to stay alive.
I understand.
Well, I suppose that makes one of us then.
Bro was doing squats to stay alive. I would have done push-ups personally. Now, people looking at me would assume I could do neither.
I think he was doing a bunch of others. There's no way to have a body like that and just doing squats.
Squats is the worst pick.
Yeah.
Squats is a full body exercise. Yeah, but it's like the weakest, you know?
Yeah. I think isn't plank like full body?
Plank
It's
is
not like really much movement.
I feel like push-ups just make you feel like you're doing something cool.
It's very push-ups are a very masculine workout. And I like that.
I respect that.
Makes me feel good. I like 'em.
I get that. I'm big on the push-up. I'm push-up gang. Question of the day: what gang are you? Push-up gang, pull-up gang, or like squat gang? What's your big movement?
Good question.
I feel like if you could do handstand push-ups, you're cheating. So like
Handstand push-ups are, I thought, incredibly harder.
they are. I'm saying you're cheating in the sense of like, all right, don't show off.
I wouldn't say cheating. I'd say you're clearly. It's like saying there was a $5 spending limit and you're spending $50. What the fuck?
Yeah. Why?
We all were in agreement of this.
Bro, I got him tech decks. Why did you get him an iPod? What the fuck?
This is why we don't invite you. Did you get me anything $50?
No, maybe. Damn, bro. Damn.
Push-ups. Regular push-ups.
Big push-ups guy.
Muted.
Oh, is it? I did. Holy shit! I hit the M button.
Well, I suppose
I
that
hate
makes
how the M
sense
is
then.
right above the space bar.
Anyway, I'm Kraft the monk.
Pleasure. I'm FRIEREN the mage.
I'm Fern, and I'm also a mage. That's Mr. Stark, the warrior.
You can just call him Stark.
You mentioned heading to a railway, so you're on a journey to heaven? Good on you lot. Most folks aren't so pious.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Mistress FRIEREN. He keeps getting even colder.
In front of the fire.
Maybe help him. Pray.
So warm and so cozy. Check it out. Now that's the Jumbo Berry special I remember.
Yes.
Hold on. What happened to me? Last I remember, we got caught in a blizzard.
Lame. Yeah, I feel like we've been here before.
That's me waking up and Michael just starting to cuddle me in his sleep.
That is nice.
That's no way to thank someone for donating their body heat. I saved your life.
With your body heat?
The girls refused.
Oh, wow. Nice body for an old guy.
Well, that was blunt.
Can I not appreciate a man's hard work?
Facts.
Hang!
Obvious he's been training for decades. Those abs. You must be seriously strong. I'm Stark. You are...
They call me Kraft the monk.
Croft the monk.
I can't say I've ever heard of you.
Imagine being known by your like, my name's Ryan the videographer.
Pretty good.
They call me Matthew the Fool.
Yeah, I think you just gave yourself that one.
I mean, fools are cool.
Yeah. Depends on the time, I guess.
Were you here when I was talking about clown lore?
Probably not.
Yeah, you know the history of clowns?
Is it just fool?
Well, no. So they're a subset of the fool archetype, but clowns are actually like a very specific archetype where basically the concept of being a clown comes from like the French Pierrot.
Hmm.
And so the French Pierrot is basically like this concept that think of the idea of like Schadenfreude, where it's like you have to laugh at somebody else's pain. So like the idea is that the clown as a character or as like an archetype that somebody could fall into. An archetype just means like a story, like just what they'd be kind of acting as.
Yeah, yeah.
So the clown would be a character who is a main character where their life goes through tragedy after tragedy, and while they have a smile, like it's funny to the audience, but quite literally what is going on to them is horrible.
Hmm.
And
why that's such an innate thing with people to sometimes just laugh at others' pain.
well, it's because like when you see that absurdity, like you just have like there's nothing you could do
Yeah.
except laugh, because it's like it's pointing out the like absurd nature of like life in and of itself. So like the clown is like the subset of like a gesture or a fool, like a jester or a fool, but the fool from a archetype standpoint is much more about the journey and becoming wise, and like it's seen more as a positive thing than a negative thing. The clown though is just sad because it's just like you're basically just watching the world laugh at you.
Oh.
Without really caring about the pain that you're going through.
Yeah.
They eventually go into like a much deeper philosophical thing, but more or less like that's like the mythical start of like where clowns come from and why they become like a thing.
Very upsetting.
It's
clowns.
sad how autistically I learned about like
Those late night shorts.
they're not even late night shorts. Like, so what I do is I'll find like long videos like breaking down like archetype, like certain like Jungian like psychology trends, certain like.
Or are most of them just like you're searching them, or is it just kind of recommended after recommended?
So like at first it's just like I'll get recommended something that's like old, or like I'll just look up like psychological stuff or like psychology things or just theory, and then you get like people that do like video essays on like certain topics, so then like going into that and then trying to read the references that they're providing within their sources, and then like going from there. Joseph Campbell wrote extensively. He's the one who wrote Hero with a Thousand Faces, which is Such a boring fucking book, by the way. I want to be clear. It is by far one of the most boring books I've ever read in my entire goddamn life. But he's written like 7 others where it's like The Power of Myth, The Mother, the whatever. And it takes like certain... A lot of people hate Jung. Or Jung, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's too broad and like the world does not revolve around like myth and other stuff. I think it really depends. It can. Like, it depends on how much you want to get into the universal consciousness idea and shit like that. But, like, I think you should only buy into that stuff as much as it's useful for you.
Okay.
So, like, fiction is based on real life in the sense of you need to... Any single story that is a popular story is going to be based in some universal truth about life. People don't like being lied to, so since they don't like being lied to, you have to at least give them something that is somewhat truthful at some point. So, like, yeah, Luke Skywalker doesn't fucking exist. But the concept of a hero who's willing to sacrifice himself, take on something, that story goes as far back as fucking Jesus of Nazareth. And before that, actually. But, like, a lot of the hero's journey bases itself from, like, certain ideas of, like, that Christian mythos, which, again, that's if you want to believe in that type of thing or not. So it's, like, it starts there, and fiction can mimic real life, and real life can then mimic fiction. So it's, like, this vicious cycle that goes on, like, throughout, which is why I like to think that life, like, reality breeds narrative, and narrative breeds reality. So the narratives and the things that you personally want to believe about not only yourself, but the world will be as true as they need to be for you.
Be a good Just Chatter.
You really think so?
Like streamer, yeah.
I find shit like this interesting, so I like talking about it.
You definitely got good, like, podcast or Just Chatter potential.
I appreciate
just holding a conversation.
I appreciate that.
And I do the opposite. You gotta make an effort to keep one up with me.
Well, it's one of those things of, like, I learn about this stuff because it's interesting, and if I'm interested in something, like, I want to know about it. My mom calls me a know-it-all. I just like to say that it's my job to know everything.
Good mom response, though. Know-it-all. That's a typical one, though.
Yeah, she's like, you're just a know-it-all, you know everything, and it's like, maybe I just learn a lot. I spend a lot of my free time reading.
Yeah.
Does that make me smart? No. Don't ever tell anyone I'm smart, Ryan. Please. I'm not.
But
I'm just good at regurgitating shit.
Right? Stark, you should stay and rest a bit longer.
I won't.
You two can help me bring in some food supplies. My wagon and cargo shouldn't be too far. Running into you was a real blessing. I have enough supplies here to last us for a long while.
Perfect.
Please, use anything you like.
Wow.
That's quite the stockpile you've got.
Trying to cross the Schwer Mountains in these conditions would be suicide.
Why don't you run your
I'm
shit?
afraid that we're stuck where we are.
I'm curious, Frieren. So, but you...
Don't say that.
Before that, he did not care.
You and I are...
I survived the genocide like you. That's it.
Are we gonna repopulate the elves?
No. Dope!
Honestly, respect for him getting a solid one like that up. He's cut a mountain. You tell him he can't do a good push-up?
Everyone's praying. Also kind of dope.
Pray on their enemy's downfall.
Do you think if we all had to stay together for 6 months, we'd start praying together?
I think there'd be one night as a joke, and then we would just regularly do it, because we mean it.
We would just meme it until it becomes just regular thing.
6 months now.
I'm with that.
Thanks to you all, we did what most can't.
It's been 6
Survived
months.
a grueling winter in the northern lands.
Yeah, it's easy.
Take this.
And then just go back to the village.
Please give it to Fern for me, will you? A fitting token for a girl as pious as she is. I guess being raised by a priest would do that to a person. She never forgets to thank the goddess.
Will you explain to me why you believe in the goddess, Kloft?
On one condition, you explain why you don't.
I find it incredibly odd that, if you exclude the age of mythology, the goddess of creation hasn't shown herself once in the massively long history of this world.
You're still young. I used to think the very same way. But these days, I believe the goddess exists from the bottom of my heart. No. It's more like I need her to exist. Everyone else who knew of my righteous triumphs, my acts of justice, they're long gone. But when I die, I'll go to heaven, and there the goddess will praise me at last.
Bro, she kind of looks...
You've done well, Kloft. I'm proud.
And then she'll let me hit.
Was one of great worth. Good job.
Bro's got a praise kink.
You understand, FRIEREN?
Confirmed.
I'm with
The
it.
path in life has not been easy. For no one to remember everything you've done is painful and cruel. To even reach this moment now, we have lived lives and lives on end.
Kloft, being remembered is something we all selfishly desire.
You're right. And how does heaven play into that picture?
Oh.
It's no matter. Tell me about your life, and I'll tell you about mine. I think every soul needs someone to praise them, so if you don't have the goddess, then I'll do it instead.
I'm good.
Are you surprised?
Damn it.
Absolutely.
He's like, oh my god.
To fund the
You got a yapper over here.
Why do you just keep talking about fucking Himmel?
You know,
I thought elves don't have urges. My god. You're telling me there was more than just Himmel in that party of yours? You haven't mentioned any other name.
No, you fucking are frothing.
praise me for a life righteously lived.
Are these really such talks to have with a drink in your hand, O corrupt priest?
Stop.
I have to ask, do you feel that you have...
I'm sorry, FRIEREN. I just, you know, we talked about this before, and like, I have to ask, is this a joke to you?
Why do you think so little? I've dedicated a lot of my life to become a priest.
I'm a complicated man, FRIEREN.
Just because I have a drink or two doesn't make me corrupt.
Just because I drink, I regularly engage with fucking prostitutes and hookahs, does not mean that I am a bad man.
But when
I'm
I
a
wake-
man of the cloth, FRIEREN.
But when I wake up on Sunday morning, I'm the best damn priest in
When I
every
wake up on
town.
Sunday morning, I'm gone. You know I'm a good man.
Where are you on Sunday morning?
Yeah. Like, this started as one of those things of, like, it was funny the first two times, and then it quickly devolved into not being funny anymore.
Yeah.
And I fit. No. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about, like, this
No,
is,
I know, yeah.
This
yeah,
is
the,
him
the priest thing, yeah.
Yeah, this is him speaking to her. Like, this was
Yeah.
funny, and then it's not funny anymore. And, like, you keep pushing it, and it's like, I'm trying to establish a boundary, but I don't think you're going to respect it.
Yeah, you've never once called me by my name, just father, priest, nothing. Every time you talk about me to someone or myself, it's corrupt priest.
Like,
And it ends here.
like, there's children over there. When they hear corrupt priest, what the fuck do you think they're gonna think?
Yeah, then they have to
All right.
ask, and
Yeah.
then it hurts my image. It hurts our image as a whole then.
Yeah, like, you really need to stop with this shit, like, now.
28 years later, on his deathbed, she's still calling him corrupt, and that the higher powers won't forget, even though he's sober.
Like, he's just like, come on.
Can't you just give me
I
this?
stopped drinking the day that she was born. Like, come on.
Just give me this.
Wherever did that come from?
I just wonder, who's there to celebrate you if you don't believe in the goddess? I'm sure you figured it out, but if not, perhaps I could praise you instead.
I haven't done very much with my life at all. Certainly nothing I'd consider praiseworthy.
And what about the constant suppression of your mana? If you ask me, the power to do what you do seems like the result of tremendous effort. Such skill would take a lifetime to acquire.
You could tell?
We've traveled together for years. Now tell me the story of it all.
I can assure you it's not interesting.
I truly don't mind. And besides, it might come in handy someday.
How's that?
Oh, who can say? Perhaps I'll have a child who becomes a mage and can make use of the knowledge.
Look at that.
Foreshadowing.
Crazy that works.
Could marry.
I'm corrupt, as you say.
I have a couple of illegal ones, you know what I mean?
Why? But the goddess attracts the strangest of people.
That's so cute.
Afraid I must pass.
They're cute together.
I've had someone praise me enough for a lifetime.
I see. You're lucky to have good friends, so please, cherish them.
They are, gone, but one.
It's too late. He's already made his way to heaven.
No trouble, for you'll meet again.
Yes, you're right.
Since I am literally going to speak with them.
Well, I'm
I think this show has such beautiful thematic writing.
This isn't the last time we'll meet. I'll see you in a century or two.
Okay, so they just talk like that.
Yeah. See you in like 10 years.
Old man. Nice getting to know you.
Thank you for the pendant. It means very much to me.
Right. See ya! Or, see ya! Take it sleazy!
Yeah, younger yapper.
Got it. So yeah, we talked a lot this episode about things probably no one cares about.
Yeah, maybe.
I think clown lore is interesting.
It's interesting, yeah, how it came to be.
There used to be this like vocal that I really like called the PRO, and it's like, now mind you, the music in it's like kind of but it is like quite literally about that somebody who puts on like this happy face even though like he's constantly suffering and feeling pain, and it's like that is ultimately like a lot of like early clown stuff.
You know, in a similar perspective, that's pretty much Spider-Man.
Spider-Man would be a clown.
They have very similar traits.
Well, I mean, yeah, like that's like the fun thing about archetypes is that they're broad enough that they can be applied to multiple characters, but specific enough that like their stories can always be unique. Like you can't put a clown in a magician story. Or a story like that's like a magician's.
Yeah.
Because they have like a different they have like a different function to like their narrative piece. So like you can do a lot with it, and you might be able to have a magician who acts as a clown, who's like ultimately like their thematic scope or their like piece will be like almost a form of Schadenfreude, but like it's not gonna hit the same way or have the same narrative shape. Like a lot of these stories are formulaic, not because formulas are like easy, it's because formulas work and formulas happen. So like I know we talked about this before, but like a lot of people hate cliches. I think cliches are amazing. I think cliches work incredibly well for what they're supposed to do. But like when you start like diving deeper into it, like this concept and this obsession with like modern day subversion really hurts a lot of this stuff. Because it's like, you don't subvert something to be good. You subvert something by doing what you're supposed to do, doing the cliche in a way that is not expected by the audience. You don't subvert the expectations of the audience by not doing it. You still have to do it to functionally work as a cliche. Like, to functionally work as a subversion. Which is why I don't like when people are like, well, it subverted your expectations. It's like, I expected a movie to be good, but it was actually bad, so it's a subversive masterpiece, right? No, that's not how fucking subversion works, you goddamn. I'm sorry, I hate when people defend Star Wars Episode 8. It just irks me. Rian Johnson subverted everything. No, he didn't. He was stupid. You can love, like, here's the problem. I know, and we can talk about Star Wars a lot. At the end of the episode, if you wanted to click off, they could have clicked off. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about it because it's important to me. I don't get it. Like, why are we gonna sit here and say that it was well made when, like, did you see The Last Jedi?
Of course.
It was bad. Like, it was a bad movie. They completely shit on Luke's entire narrative arc, which is like what irks me.
Yeah, even Mark Hamill was like, why would Luke do that. Like, why would this be his view on the whole thing of like the Jedi are gone when he was quite literally the last like Jedi?
It's because it subverts your expectations. You think Luke's gonna be this holier than thou hero, but he's actually not. It's like that's
like I can.
That's not how it works. Actually, what irks me is that like there's this trend with shitty writing, and a lot of modern writers are shitty writers. Yeah, I'm a modern writer, and I'm pretty fucking dog shit myself, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm good. But like, there's this weird thing where we take this for granted that like for you to have a piece, for you to have something with another character, you somehow need to make the original character worse so you can hype up your new character that's taking its place. And it's like, why do that?
Yeah.
Rey is an amazing character on her own and in her own right, so why did you have to ruin the legacy of Mark Hamill? Like, it's such a boomer fucking mentality as well, which it's why I don't really understand why it's got into like Gen Z and shit, but like it is a boomer mentality of shit on what came before you and then take credit for all the good things you're doing now while like shitting on your previous stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like the. It was good overall. Like they did have nice fan service with a little bit shots here or there, but overall, like the story, I didn't.
It's not
and the fighting too. I maybe I'm just a prequels fan to the core, but I agree. I just don't like how they had to ruin Luke for that.
It's just like tough because it's like there was a way to do that for it to be done well, but they didn't want to. They like, if you're gonna do something like that, you have to fully commit, and they refuse to fully commit. And like this isn't even just like with this specific thing. This is like a lot of shit in like writing and like modern day like everything. Is that like if you're gonna have a conversation, if you're gonna like talk about or be a part of the conversation on writing, on all of these things, like if you want to subvert, if you want to do anything, you shouldn't have to like ruin the legacy of a different character to make yours like work. You shouldn't have to almost kill Chewie to give your piece a narrative like weight. Like you're just, it's like hard. Because, like, I normally just in real life, like, not that I get a lot of flack for this, but, like, you can get flack online for being, like, there's an episode of Seinfeld, right? This is, like, a different topic, but it's, like, kind of, like, highlighting the overall point. The episode of Seinfeld basically is, like, not that there's anything wrong with that, right? And that episode is basically George and Sherry get confused as a gay couple. And they, like, go into this like, you know, hetero panic of like they need to be straight.
Yeah.
So they keep like being like, no, we're not gay, and like they're like saying, and they're like, not that there's anything wrong with that. And like that episode won like multiple awards for like being very pro LGBT, but like currently, it's seen as like almost like a bad thing where it's like, well, there never should have been anything wrong with it in the first place. It's like, yeah, I agree. But, like, in the state of progress, can we appreciate the steps that were taken to get us to where we are currently?
Yeah.
Like, it's fantastic that gay marriage is legalized. It's also fantastic that Adam Sandler, before gay marriage was legalized, made a movie where him and his best friend pretended to get, like, married and, like, showed not the pitfalls, but, like, showed like a genuine respect and love for the LGBT community, which, by the way, the Sandman has done his entire fucking career, which, mad respect. But it's like, it's one of these things where it's like, for all of these things that were once like considered amazing, considered great pieces of like progressive media, you look back and like now they get like shit on so much. They're like, well, they were stereotypical, they were this, and it's like, yes, I agree. Like we can critique them that they weren't the greatest thing ever, but like we should also give the respect where it's due. You know what I mean? And it's almost like it just feels like with a modern sense of like writing and modern sensibilities with these legacy media, it's like, do not respect anything that came before you because it's been somehow oppressive to you, and then shit on it and just kind of hollow out the husk and use that husk as like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, that's a long way to say you don't like them killing good characters to make new characters better and to make it their intro. But
Well,
yeah, basically that's it.
I mean, like, in Toy Story 4, they, like, made Woody fucking incompetent as shit just to make Bo Peep look amazing. And that has nothing to do with, like, the gender of either person or anything like that. It's just, Woody is not an incompetent character. Why did you make him incompetent?
He's very competent,
Yeah.
I would say.
So why would you make him incompetent just to make Bo Peep a better character?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need to do those things, but you chose to, and that's just stupid to me.
Yeah. I mean, I think there should be a limit on it. Like, if there's a moment where the new character just has a thought or something, it's like, damn, you know, this OG character wouldn't have thought about that to just show maybe they're a little smarter, but just having to dumb down the entire character is just I don't like that. It's like bad fan service almost, if that's like you're mainly like speaking for Star Wars mainly, like it's just,
well, it's like Rey knowing how to fly the fucking Millennium Falcon better than Han Solo. Is that true?
No sense at
No,
all.
it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. I don't care that she's been a junk rat her entire fucking life.
Yeah.
Makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Even if she would somehow know how to fly another ship, that's like the Millennium Falcon. Han's been doing it for his better half of his life. He knows that shit. He knows it by the millimeter when he makes turns and goes into those vertical pathways. There's no way Rey just has that intuition like that.
Yeah, like it's stupid. That's the best example I can give. It's just it's stupid.
Yeah.
But like it's like weird because you can during this entire conversation a lot of people would take it as an undertone of political stuff, and it's not. That's like the worst part. There's nothing political about it. It's just quite literally talking about the writing of it and being like,
yeah, I don't see how there'd be anything political about that. Not like political.
No,
yeah.
just a lot of times people read into like those types of statements as a more political thing than they are. Where they're like, well, you just don't like women on screen. It's like, no, I love women on screen. I love a lot of like, you know, female action heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of female Jedi. I just didn't think that was a well done thing.
It could have been like Ben or a Kylo swapped on the other side, but like it just they every time Rey was around someone, they had to dumb down the character, which was like a prequels character. It wasn't necessary. I didn't fuck with it.
I don't fuck with that at all. Now,
it was very drama heavy.
Yeah, but you know, not to get political or anything, but like, what the fuck is oatmeal? You know what I mean?
I knew when he said not to get political, that's some shit was gonna come out.
It was a good way to end it. But either way,
Yeah,
thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to answer the question of the day and like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yep.
This has been Beef and Ryan talking about bullshit.
As per.
And watching FRIEREN. But yeah.
Yeah, forgot about that part.
We did that. Bye.